All right, so this time out, we were on the Mississippi backwaters in a boat harbor, middle of November, really windy, really cold, bundled up to the max like it's winter, going after big bluegills, and we found one giant bluegill. You have to look at that thing. So these fish seem like they're moving into their deeper water, into the deeper areas, because where we caught most of our biggest bluegills are in the 15 to 20 feet of water areas marked here. So enjoy the video of us catching some bluegills using red worm, first one of the day. All right, I had a bunch of people around me, of course, but I got something to show you. I'll measure it in case you don't believe me as well. So here's another little bluegill. Red worm and a pink, hot pink jig head. We caught something crazy. Pretty close where it might be almost get to my personal best. Look at this. Right here. Over 10-inch bluegill. Right there. Over 10-inch. That is a behemoth. Let's get some more, possibly. All right. There you go. Barely right over 10 inches. Well, that's what I'm using. I can't tell you how cold it is. Middle of November. Freezing. Over 10-mile-an-hour winds. In the open. Boat harbor. There's a small one. It is freezing. Well, there's a 8-incher, nice eater. This one I didn't even know was on until I moved my line away. These guys are getting even hard to tell if they're even on anymore. They're not biting really anymore. There's another one. What I'm using is a little panfish setup. And hot pink or red jig to match the red worm. That's what we're using here. So very cold. So there's an eater. Finally, after probably an hour of suffering in this bitter cold wind, I had to find some fish, found some fish, and had to just keep catching small ones, and then finally a big one showed up. That's what I was hoping. Just gotta stay on fish because they move around. They're like schooled up or something now. And there's the fourth one, nice eater. Look at that, a new species, yellow perch. There's another one, but that one's too small to keep. It's almost like a bluish rainbow color. Very beautiful one though. Slow. We pulled up another one, another keeper that makes 5. What, I think it's like 1 o'clock. They're starting to show up, some of the bigger ones now. Sorry about a lot of wind noise. It's really windy and cold. Yeah, can you You see me under all this? Gloves, just like it's winter. Well, it is almost winter, so it's freezing. It's freezing, but we're here for the big bluegills. And we caught a 10-incher. Woo! That's what we're looking for, the big boys. Alright, if I didn't say it already, I don't think I did. The line I'm using is Suffix Advanced 6-pound test line. And rates just keep getting less and less and less. Alright, so this time around we headed up north along the Mississippi River and we found crappies in another boat harbor. And something about this bite is they were all in one area. And when we got home to clean the fish, we found out there must have been a little hatch or just where some type of white worms were that all these fish were feeding in, because they were all on that one spot. It was a good day, a lot of small fish, but we came home with a whole bucket full of crappies, but we did catch a bonus fish too. This was all in the beginning of December. Up north on the Mississippi River, boat harbor again here, crappies. It's December. 11-inch crappie right here. I don't know why it looks so small, but it's very small. To me it looks small, but it's 11 inches. Just pulled up this guy. Almost a foot, almost 12 inches on gulp, bobber. There's also a lot of these little ones. You fight through the little ones, you get the bigger ones. Alright, all I'm doing is just jigging it, playing with it, and the crappies will come. It's really slow bite, but that's all I'm doing. Really, really slow bite, but it is almost ice fishing. Expected. Another small. Well, maybe that is a keeper. That is a keeper. It's a lot bigger than it was in the water. And there's number 5, our smallest one. That one's right above 10. I think that's 7. Putting more on the pile. Just caught a 16-inch bass. Good eater bass. Well, I think we're about done. We're gonna wrap this up. Sun's going down. So what I'm using here, boom, little panfish setup. Nice, really bendable little panfish pole. 6-pound test, Suffix Advance. This afternoon it kind of got really slower than we started. There it is, gulp. About 2 feet of line under the bobber. That's what we're using to catch these crappies. We're out. Well, we got a pail full at least. We didn't max out, but we got a pail full. All right, as you can see, we got 8 crappies, 1 eater bass. That's the day it ended. We did pretty good. Came home with a pile. Time to clean them and get on with it. Hope you catch something. Get out there and do some fishing before winter comes.